CJ Latta is one of 5 transfers to join the Aztecs this season. She comes to the Mesa after a standout freshman campaign at Utah State, where she was the 3rd leading freshman scorer in the conference. She also led the Aggies in 3-pointers and assists. Getting to know CJ Latta, the sophomore guard for the Aztecs from Paul, Idaho. Are you willing to talk about why you're going CJ this year, or is that a private matter?
I mean, I've actually always gone by CJ. So actually my whole life, even AAU, like every roster had CJ. And so when I got to college, I didn't even realize that my roster name was Carly Latta. I didn't know that until I was in the transfer portal, and coaches were like, I answered the phone, I'm like, hey, this is CJ. They're like, oh, I'm looking for Carly. And I was like, oh, that's me. So
got it.
yeah, I just never on the basketball
So you went the
court.
whole season as Carly Latta, and you didn't really even know you were Carly Latta.
Yeah, I've always been called CJ on the basketball court. Off the court, a lot of people call me Carly, but I've never, Carly, pass me the ball. Never heard that before. So
I'm assuming the PA announcer said, basket by Carly Latta. Did you never hear that?
So my home announcer, they called me 3J. That was his favorite thing ever.
3J. I heard that because
Yeah.
you kept making those against us.
Yeah, so he called me CJ, 3J, whatever.
Okay.
But away crowds, I just never really realized.
Well, it's good to have you in San Diego, CJ.
Thank you.
But tell us a little bit about your game, what you like, to bring to the court, and maybe some areas you're looking to, grow.
Yeah, I think, kind of some ways to describe my game. I love to pass. Passing's my favorite thing, and so, I'm a very pass-first type of guard. Sometimes that kind of gets me in trouble, but I do love to shoot the ball as well. Those are kind of my 2 things, passing and shooting. And I think things to work on, I kind of want to get better defensively, be able to be that guard that can pick up full court and thrive there.
You were the 4A Player of the Year. When you win that honor in Idaho, do you have to be careful to make sure that doesn't go to your head and use that honor properly in the sense of giving you a little boost of confidence, knowing that you're good, but making sure, you don't get too full of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's kind of, a mix of those. You kind of want to use that as to kind of drive your confidence and to know, you got that honor from the hard work that you've been putting in. So it's kind of like a kudos to you, but also you don't want to make that kind of get to your head. So
let me ask you about your family and sports into it, brothers, sisters, play. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm a very family-oriented person. I love my family. I choose to hang out with them over anyone. That's kind of my sisters who got me into basketball. She played college basketball at Big Bend in Washington and then went to Westminster in Utah. And growing up, as soon as I saw her with that ball, I was like, I want to be her. So at 5 years old, I picked up a ball and I followed her everywhere I could. And that's what got the love of the game that I have. And everyone, my other sister, she was a dancer at Idaho State University. My brother was good at everything, but he wanted to work. And so, yeah, it's always been a family thing.
And what do you like to do when you're not athletic training or playing basketball? Do you have any time left for what else?
I love being with my family. That's probably number one. I have a obsession with Legos. So I've built a few Lego sets since I've been here. That's kind of my thing.
You said obsession, not me. What have you made?
Anything you can think of, probably. The most recent, I just built Gotham City from Batman. So
the whole city.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
About 3 days. But
that's it. 3 days.
Just 3 days.
I would think like 33 days at least. We're happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
That's CJ Latta from Idaho, the Aztecs' newest guard, and she's going to leave us now and go do Legos.
Probably.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.